Rick Scott pledges millions to support Florida's military community.
We've got to take care of our veterans. We've got to take care of our active military.
By the numbers, what the governor's pushing for to help those who've served. Plus, local efforts to help veterans succeed in business and setting up those vets to lead the American economy. It's all ahead on This Week in Jacksonville.
Our show this morning focuses on veterans issues, something vital to Northeast Florida with our Navy bases, Marine Forces at Blunt Island, Florida Air National Guard installation, and the statewide headquarters of the National Guard in St. Augustine. Those issues are important statewide as well. Now, Kent talked with Governor Rick Scott about his priorities and where they line up in his budget, a budget asking for $102 million to support veterans, active military, and their families.
Well, I'm really proud of my dad. He was in the 82nd Airborne. He did all the combat jumps in the Second World War. I've got a rifle from his company in my office and all of his medals, which is I'm really proud of him.
Florida Governor Rick Scott spoke with me at the governor's mansion recently, not long after laying out his budget priorities to the joint session of lawmakers to begin the legislative session. Governor Scott points to his own experience and the need among Floridians for support to active military and those who have already served.
I had the opportunity to serve in the Navy. I know Jacksonville is a big Navy town, but we've got to take care of our veterans. We've got to take care of our active military. So, we've got to do everything from, make it easier to go to school, give in-state tuition to all veterans, which is what we do. Make it easier for them to get a license, which is what we do. We also have a program, Building Homes for Heroes, where we've been able to help disabled veterans get a home, mortgage-free home. So we had Master Sergeant Barrett there today with his wife and daughter Isabella, and they're going to be getting a home in Tampa in September. And so here's an individual that 2 years ago was, got the Purple Heart for saving people's lives when an IED was detonated inside his base. And so he said, he was out there trying to save. And so we got to take care of him. So, but there's a variety of programs like that. We make it easier to get licensed, get them to work, all sorts of things. And we also help their spouses. Now, on top of that, a lot of military has to move around, and so we make it easier for their children to get in the right schools. If they have a child that's developmentally disabled, they immediately get on a wait list so they can get services. We're doing everything we can to make this the place. If you're on active duty, if you're a veteran, you want to be in Florida.
That Building Homes for Heroes program the governor mentioned, he wants $1 million for it in the budget. The governor's office says it supports neighborhood economic advancement and impacts construction growth in 32 communities in Florida. Governor Scott's budget asks for $2.5 million in supporting jobs for veterans. That breaks down to $1 million for businesses and training and hiring veterans, $500,000 to universities offering entrepreneurial training or creating veteran-owned businesses, and $1 million for marketing by Florida is for veterans. There's 6 state-run veterans nursing homes and an assisted living facility. They would get $3.4 million. And Governor Scott wants $20 million to build a state veterans nursing home in Port St. Lucie. There's also $24 million total to support military research and development. And then there's the sales tax holiday.
It's 3 days. They would not pay any sales tax for those 3 days. And it's a way to give back. Look at veterans that put their lives at risk. They're still defending. We're still, they're still being deployed. I can just tell you, our National Guard, I think in the last 12 months, has probably deployed 4 times. So they're still getting deployed. So we got to take care of them.